Let's count down the top 5 rides at Majaland Kownaty. Number 5, Viking roller coaster. Now, I have never set sail with real Vikings before, but what I can only imagine you two too would imagine that a trip across the rough seas to be like is very far from where this Viking roller coaster actually takes you. Quite literally, because if you dare to take on this adventure, your Viking ship will be entering deep through the caves and into outer space where giant bears, dragons and the list drags on and on and on, calls home. So yes, it's maybe the most unusual Viking voyage that I think I've ever encountered, saying that with it also featuring some pretty fun elements too, it is still a great way for the younger adventurers out there to build up to the park's bigger coaster, Werewolf. Number 5, Butterfly Flight. Have you ever wanted to fly like a butterfly? Well, of course you have, and so look no further than the past swing ride, where similar to how a caterpillar transforms into one of these majestical flying creatures, you too can get that exact same sensation. Yet so can you at the majority of theme parks across the world. And so if you are visiting Majaland Kownaty on a busy day, then we suggest placing the cocoon somewhere else, whilst you do the more unique offerings first. Then by all means take a mesmerising flight through the sky, knowing that you have experienced everything that is unique to this garden and this garden only. Number 3, the big wave. If you get seasick easily, then it is probably best to look away now, as whilst the Viking roller coaster will not take you across the seas, the big wave definitely makes up for that. With along your trip across the seas and amongst the sharp rocks, you and up to 39 other passengers on board will be spinning around and around and around till you can't take it anymore, normally after around 2.5 minutes. Although for me what puts it into the top 3 territory is its extremely comfortable restraints. Just joking, it is being able to share with many laughs and obviously not screams with the Vikings to either side. Number 2, Jett Fly. From a Viking voyage through outer space to taking flight with the butterflies to just now riding a big wave, the next thing you're going to be telling me is that we'll be flying our very own stunt plane. And you will not be wrong, as from first sight this may look like your average plane spinning and tilting flat rise, yet at a closer inspection you'll then realise that the 2 handles on either side of the wings can cause you to flip upside down a lot. Thus, if you want to take a nice leisurely flight through the sky, then you can sure do that. And on the other wing, if you want to spin more than humanly possible, you can sure do that too. Number 1, Werewolf. Now where do I begin when talking about the Werewolf? As every single part of this ride is as good as seeing the moon at midnight. So instead I'm going to leave you with one final Tom tip. My name is Tom and these are my tips, and it would be to ride your favourite ride right at the start of the day, as at the same time they usually have the shortest lines, for the last thing you want is to miss out on the 2,000 feet of endless wooden airtime hills, bank turns and once again theming to However, cause it just broke down. Thank you all for watching, bye bye.